warm welcome to you, our viewer. This is PrayerCaveTV. Welcome to this wonderful Christian station. I am so happy that you have decided to stick around right there to PrayerCaveTV so that we can continue spreading the truth and the truth that sets us free. Indeed, right here at PrayerCaveTV is where we only spread that truth from the Word of God. And we know that Jesus is the way, the truth, and life. And I'm so happy that you have made it your home. You have made PrayerCaveTV your home, where you will get equipped, you will get knowledge, and you will even come to understand things pertaining Christianity and things pertaining your life, and you continue being nourished in your life, in your everything that you do every day. I'm so happy that you have also at this point and at this hour joined us right here at PrayerCaveTV on this wonderful show. We call it the Being One Show. I welcome you, yourself and your spouse, as a couple and even as a family unit, for they that are watching us as a family, and even for you who is an aspiring marriage candidate, I would call you so. I welcome you to this wonderful show where we are going to talk about marriage issues. Welcome, and even as we hear from our guest. So karibuni sana, and karibu sana our guest.
Okay, thank you, Ken.
Yes.
Hello viewers, my name once again, I'm Esther Ishoke. I'm a counseling psychologist by profession. I'm also a pastor. My husband and I pastor in our church, Ruiru, and I'm so glad to be here. I thank God for the opportunity.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Karibu sana. Thank you for finding time to come and continue with giving us this knowledge concerning the stages in marriage. And many people are really getting help out of it. So without even taking so much time, I would want to ask to recap on the realization stage part 1, what we did in our last episode, so that we can be able to continue in our part 2 of the same.
Okay. So we the very first stage was honeymoon stage.
Yes.
And I know that one we addressed a small group of people.
Yes.
But now the second stage, which we are calling the realization stage, and that one and the fourth one, majority of people are there.
Yes.
So when we talk about the realization stage, we are talking about now the bliss, what we call the bliss. The bliss is the supreme happiness of honeymoon. They are starting to fade.
Yes.
Yeah, the happiness, the excitement in your honeymoon, they are warning off.
Yes.
And now the reality is setting in. It is starting to set in. And now that's what we are calling realization stage. And last time we said it is the time we are getting children. And maybe our children by this stage, they are in diapers, they are in preschool, and others in lower primary school.
Yes.
This is according to the spacing of the children.
Yes.
Remember we said that each couple has their unique way of doing things.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it depends on the couple and how they have agreed to do or to take steps in their marriage.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. And my viewer, I know now you are acquainted with the realization stage part 1. I know you can remember one or two things that we discussed about. And now we are going to continue and in depth in that stage so that we can get more information and knowledge on that stage. So stick around, don't move an inch, even as we continue. And so Counselor Esther, today we are going to address you as Counselor Esther Gishuki. Now we also spoke about communication, and we said that there are 3 we said about the verbal, the non-verbal, and there's another one. So we are going to remind our viewers and even talk a bit more about the styles of communication. in this stage, because it is very important that communication keeps on going on, keeps on, you know, happening in all styles and in all ways. So when we talk about styles of communication, what exactly are we talking about?
Okay, remember we said that communication is key in a marriage.
Yes.
When there is no communication, then that marriage won't work.
Yes.
It can't go
True.
anywhere.
That's true.
So we said that there are three kinds of communication.
Okay.
That's what we are calling now the verbal communication. Now using words.
Yes.
Non-verbal communication. Those are the body expressions. And they are so powerful. And then there is what we are calling assertive communication,
Yes.
whereby you are communicating your feelings and your emotions.
Wow.
Which is so powerful also.
Wow.
Yeah.
So those are the three that we spoke about last time.
Yeah.
And so what is the importance of communication in this stage? How important is it for the couples or the spouses to keep, you know, communication, you know, working in the marriage?
And before maybe I can say the importance,
Okay.
let me say about the styles. Because now kites, this is the way we communicate. Now styles is that style that we are using.
Okay.
And when we talk about the styles of communication, number one, there is a style, there are three of them also. Number one is what we are calling passive style of communication.
Okay.
Passive communication is whereby the one who is communicating is trying to express their feelings and trying to hide some information just to avoid tension.
Okay.
That's what we are calling passive. The second one is what we are calling aggressive.
Okay.
Aggressive style of communication. This is whereby the partner is communicating, they are expressing, or they are saying whatever they want to say in an aggressive way, in a defensive way. And they are, it's like they are commanding.
That's true.
It's like they are taking control. And you know, when they are commanding or they are manipulating, they are trying to hide something. And that is what we call aggressive communication.
Yeah.
So there is also another, the other style we call assertive communication, style of communication. And this is the best way of style of communicating. When you talk about the assertive, we are talking about now the person or the partner is able to express their feelings, their thoughts, their emotions, their ideas in a light way, in a very calm way, considering the other partner. Considering now the other partner.
Okay.
That means now they don't want to hurt the other partner.
Yeah.
This means that you have a strong feeling that you want to communicate.
True.
Or maybe to confront, but at the same time you are minding the other person, not to hurt them.
Wow.
Yeah.
So if in communication we also need to look at how will the other person feel. Yeah. How will they react after I have, you know, communicated what I want to communicate to them. Yeah. It is important also, I can agree with you, to mind the other person's feelings. Yeah. Because you're going to stay with this person even after that communication. Yeah. So how you communicate to that person, or how you communicate about an issue, matters a lot. Wonderful. So we come to now the importance. Okay, the importance, there are so many importances of communication, and when we say we are talking about effective communication. And as we said, communication is key in marriage or in family or in another maybe organization, in the place of work, everywhere. Yes. Communication is key thing. There are so many importances of communication in a marriage. And number one, you are able, the partner is able, or the spouse is able to express their needs. Wow. When you do not communicate, you remain there with your needs. Yes.
not met just because you are not communicating.
True.
So number one, you are able to express what you want.
Yes.
The other partner is able to know what you want.
True.
And the other thing, communication, it is a way of exchanging ideas and opinions.
That's true.
Which are for the betterment of the relationship.
That's true.
Number three, communication brings you together. It brings you together when you are communicating, you are sharing ideas. Your relationship is becoming stronger and stronger. The other importance of communication is it helps to do away with suspicions. Suspicions and doubts.
That's true.
When you communicate, for example, when you are late from work, you call your partner and tell them that today I'll be late for some few minutes because I will pass, or I had a tight schedule and therefore I'll be late. You communicate to that to your partner, and therefore they will not
be suspicious. Wow.
Yeah.
I have had that. Let me give an example, because for men we actually have that problem, and the problem of not communicating where we are going or where we are, because we think, or maybe it's because we were told that men don't need to say anything about where they are going because they are the head of the family. So you're saying that it is important so that there cannot be suspicious thoughts, so that your wife will not suspect you or start having thoughts that are suspicious and start having imaginary issues, trying to create something in her mind. And so on that connection, I would ask this question: what are the disruptions of communication? What disrupts communication in marriage? When we have said the importance, and it is at some point we might find these disruptions.
Yeah. Some of the disruptions of communication, number one, there is this one we usually talk about, and also in counseling. Whenever people comes for counseling in counseling room, we assure them that we are not going to judge you. So one of the disruption of communication is judgment. No, even before the other partner says what they wanted to say, you have already judged them. That one is very risky. It makes the whoever is communicating to shut down because you have already judged them or condemned them.
Are we saying that it is wrong to judge a statement that maybe that the other spouse have relayed before you? How are you going to measure and weigh that communication to see if it's in the right motive?
In fact, every communication or every statement that is given, you just listen, and there is what we are calling active listening. Active listening. You listen the words, you listen the emotions, you listen the feelings. You check the body language before judgment. So you'll take a time before judging.
Wow. Okay. So we are not talking about, we are not to judge.
We should not judge.
We need to listen and listen keenly so that we can get the exact communication. Wonderful. Our viewer, there you go. I know you are getting something concerning the styles of communication and how to, the importance of communication, what disrupts communication, and we've heard that one of them is judgment. Don't judge your spouse. Listen and listen keenly, and you're going to, get the message and the right message from your spouse, and it will be well for you.
There is another disruption of communication, which is we are calling it jumping into conclusions. I don't know whether you have ever come across people. You are trying to explain to them something or some statement, but they have finished for you before even you say what you wanted to say. Also, that one is it's a barrier to communication. Another barrier is not showing interest. Now you are communicating with your partner, and your partner is in the phone, just scrolling, or have a gazette, or on the TV, and remote trying to check the channels, moving from one channel to the other, and you are communicating.
That's true.
That one, it's a very bad barrier because it's shut. It's make the one listen, or the one who you are communicating with to shut.
That's true.
Yeah.
It actually even shows that you do not respect that person.
Yeah.
Because he or she has taken time to, to come and engage you in communication, but you're shutting them up.
Yeah.
So I get that, and it's good to not conclude matters, and even to make sure that nothing you're doing, the expressions that you're doing, are not disrupting the other person's communication. Do you have another?
Another barrier is it's language.
Okay. It's
language whereby maybe the partner are from different tribes. That if the one partner doesn't know well or about the culture or about the language of the other partner, of course there will be a barrier of communication.
Okay.
The other barrier is what we are calling low self-esteem. If one partner feels that they have low self-esteem, they are inferior. When they are trying to communicate with their partner, definitely they are not able to express themselves.
That's true.
Because when a person have so low self-esteem, they do not have confidence. And when you do not have confidence, you cannot communicate well.
You cannot communicate well.
Yeah.
Wow, wonderful. And so we come to enhancing and maintaining communication in this stage of realization. Okay. How are we going to do that?
Okay. This stage of realization, it's a stage full of conflicts and disappointments. Remember we said that last time. There are so many things that are going on in this stage. So many disappointments. Remember, now this is the time the couple they are getting children. They are not adapted to this kind of life. They are bringing up their children, and therefore there are so many responsibilities. If there is no effective communication, that marriage cannot continue well.
True.
And so there are ways to enhance, to promote, or to build communication. And one of them, the couple must look for quality time. What we are calling quality time. Quality time, it is the time that you set as a couple. Now you say, now this is our time of communication. Now we usually say there is no time, we create time.
True.
Yeah, and when we create that particular time, remember we are calling it quality time. You may decide to go outside in a hotel when you are discussing some issues. You may decide to go somewhere in a conducive environment, so that you can be able to communicate well.
That's true.
And you can agree on some things. You can say, now we have come here to communicate. We put off our mobile phones.
Off.
Yeah, off. No moving out, in and out. So there are things that you are going to agree on.
That's true.
So create enough equality time and look for a conducive environment.
True.
Another thing is that to enhance communication, show interest.
Okay.
Yeah, you show interest when you are communicating, and maybe like what we said earlier, the other person is on other things. If it doesn't show that we are ready to communicate.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Enhance and maintain communication.
Yeah.
It's good because first of all, like you said, we need to create time.
Yeah.
In our busy schedule, like we say, the realization stage is a very busy stage.
Yeah.
Because probably like we gave an example that you go to work from 6 a.m. you're back to around 9 p.m. both of you, you've been working on different locations, and now through the week you've not even had time to sit down and discuss something. So the best thing, like you said, is create a quality time, because not all the time is the best time to communicate. You must have a specific time to discuss some issues.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, my viewer. Keep watching PrayerCave TV and being one show, even as we continue, discussing about the realization stage part 2. We are talking about this stage that's a long stage where that's where now we are having kids on the lower primary, others are on diapers, others are breastfeeding. It is at that stage that we are talking about, and so there is so much that happens on that stage, and that's what we are trying to help you understand and even have information about. And so Counselor Esther, we also need to talk about stress, because I think these are new things that are happening. They've never had a baby before. They've never had to pay for school fees for lower primary, or they've never had times of buying diapers or taking care of babies.
Yeah.
So there is so much. How are we going to help these people to manage stress in this? Like, what causes stress to start with?
Okay, my dear viewer, it's important to know or to understand the triggers. The triggers, they are those things that causes stress.
True.
Now, in this realization stage, there are so many triggers. There are so many triggers of stress. One of them, there are so many responsibilities. Bringing up children. You are trying to balance work and family. You are trying to also to be there for your partner, for your partner now.
Yes. Okay.
There are so many things, and therefore we should be able to manage stress. Remember, stress must be there. We cannot live without stress.
Yes, it will be there.
It will be there. And the best thing to do is to know the triggers and know how to manage.
That's true.
There are so many ways of managing stress of any kind.
Yes.
Whether it is the stress of in the family, in the workplace, during bringing up children. There are so many ways of managing the stress. Number one, you can practice what we are calling self-care.
Okay.
Self-care stroke self-love. This is when you just take care of yourself.
Okay.
It doesn't matter what you are going through. You are going through a lot, so many stresses. You are going through a lot of things, and therefore it is good to take care of yourself, you personally. And as a lady, I want to see this, or a wife, in this realization stage. It is good to know now your body has changed.
Yes.
There are so many changes.
Yes.
There are what we are calling hormonal changes. And so many other things. So taking care of yourself, I want to say this. There is an exercise we are calling Kegel exercise.
Okay.
It's good to take care of yourself through that exercise. That exercise, it is an exercise that helps the pelvic muscles to tighten or to be stronger after childbirth or after pregnancies. It is very, very much important because that is something that gives especially ladies stress. It is good to do that exercises for the betterment of maybe your sexual life and your confidence as a woman.
That's true.
Self-love, you go and treat yourself. go outside, take yourself for a cup of coffee.
Yes.
Even if you are not with your partner, you can just take yourself outside for a cup of yeah. The other thing is that you can just take a walk. Yeah, maybe you are the responsibilities. There are so many responsibilities, and maybe you are not going to work. You are a housewife, or you are in a on a reef. You are at home from morning to evening, looking at children, breastfeeding. So it's sometimes good to just move away from those responsibilities. When you move away, you just walk a distance. It helps your brain to relax and calm. Then you come back to your responsibilities. Another way of managing stress is what we are calling exercising, doing some exercises. There are so many exercises that helps us manage stress. You can go for swimming if you are good at swimming. You can go for sports. You can go for walking. You can run. You can jog. You can do. There are so many kind of exercises that we can do. They helps our bodies and also our brain to calm down and stop and help us to not to overthink so much. Another way of managing stress is what we are calling relate with other people. Yeah, don't remain in your house. Don't stay alone. It's good to go to friends, meet people, just talk. Even if you are not going to talk your issues, your family issues, just go and talk other things. But don't remain at home alone.
That's true.
Yeah.
That should change of environment.
Change of environment is very important.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful. I can also add and say it is also good to take it to the Lord.
Okay.
I can add that and say even when you have issues that are bothering you in your marriage and in your family, also remember that you can also take it to God. Pray about it. Have everything, take it to God. Let that burden that you have also get to, be known by God. And I know He will come in and assist you and help you, to calm down also, to deal with the issue, so to speak. And so you have spoken about handling stress. There is a situation, there is a case that we had the other day, the case of a woman who went ahead and killed her children. It was in the dailies, and it was because of stress that built up and up to becoming depression. And even her going to kill her kids, she didn't realize. She realized after she has done that. And this leads me to that question: was what happens if we do not, take care of the stress? If we do not manage stress?
Okay, there are so many things that will happen. A lot of damage when we are not going to handle stress. Now, also let me add this, Ken. There is what we are calling journaling. This one is very effective. It is very effective. It is also a way, before I come to the other part, it is also a way of managing stress. It is called journaling. Journaling is whereby you are taking journal. You are writing journals.
Writing down,
you are writing down. I think that one is the same with talking to God. You can go to God and before God and talk and talk and talk. Also, you can talk through journaling. You can just write what you are feeling, what you are going through. You just write, and when you are writing, you will become so emotional.
That's true.
Yeah, and when we usually say, when you become so emotional, just stop and be emotional. If it means to cry, if when you are writing or when you are journaling, you will sometimes you become so emotional. Maybe there was a disagreement between you and your husband last night, and you confronted each other. And now today you are here with those issues. They are burning inside you. And now when you decide to journal, you are going to journal. You are going to write what happened. your husband called you names, he did this and this, or your wife.
Yes.
Then in the middle of January, you will become emotional. Now, we usually say when you become emotional, you just be emotional. It's okay to be emotional.
Let it out.
It's okay. It's okay to let it out. And crying is one of the best way to let it out.
Wow.
Because crying, we usually say crying when your tears are coming out. You usually say that is the pain in you in liquid form that is coming out. Do
you think it's going to be easy for men to cry? Do we cry by then?
In fact, men are advised nowadays to cry.
Okay.
Because let me tell you this, Ken. Jesus Christ, who is the man above all men.
Yes.
He cried.
Jesus wept.
Jesus wept.
Yes.
In John 11:5, when he came and when he was told that Lazarus was dead.
Yes.
And I think Lazarus was his friend.
Yes.
In fact, the Bible says that he wept.
That's true.
What was Jesus doing? He was expressing the feelings inside him. So he cried. So if Jesus can cry, who is the Son of God? Who is the man above all men?
Yes.
Who are men not to cry?
Let us cry.
Sometimes it is good to cry.
Yes.
We usually say it's good to cry, but don't cry before your children. They will be scared.
Yeah, true.
Because they will not understand. It is good to cry before your wife. Because now when you cry before your wife, you are trying to express yourself. Now your wife will know that you are a human being. You know what we did in this, and also the society did, Ken. They took a man and put a man there up. So meaning that this man is a superman. He does not have feelings. He does not. He never hurts. He does not feel any pain. Even if you do anything, he can't feel pain, which is very long. Men are human beings with feelings, with emotions, and they are supposed to express their emotions and healing and feelings for inner healing. That's true. Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
So my viewer, so it is good to cry, man. It's good to cry for your healing. What we are trying to say is let out that stress. Don't let it settle inside you.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it will, become a burnout, and it will, like the case I've just given. And so, what happens if we don't?
If you don't manage stress, stress is a very bad thing. If you don't manage stress, we are going to have what we are calling mental illnesses. So many of them. We are going to have depression. We are going to have burnout, and other things like we are going to have what we are calling the heart aches, the heart problems.
Yes.
We are going to have the what we are calling depression, and there is a word that I'm trying to get.
Okay.
We are going to have insomnia. Yeah. A person who is depressed, who is having stress, cannot sleep well.
That's true.
Yeah. Remember, a grown-up person is supposed to sleep 6 to 8 hours. That is an adult.
Yes.
And when you have stress, you cannot be able to sleep all that because your mind, your brain is very active. It is disturbed. You are thinking of what your partner did to you. You are crying. You are so disturbed.
That's true.
And you can there is lack of sleep, and there is this we are calling it sleeping too much, excess sleeping, which is not normal.
Yes.
Yeah. The other thing is lack of appetite. Yeah, you don't feel like eating.
Loss of appetite.
Yeah, and also you can eat excess. Yeah, you can eat excess. The other thing is like you can have there is this we are calling low libido. Stress causes low libido. And when your partner have low libido, now there will be conflicts about sex.
That's true.
Yeah, which is very important in a relationship.
That's true.
Yeah, There are withdrawals. You find that when a person is suffering from stress, you want to withdraw. They want to withdraw. They want to remain alone in the house. They don't want to meet with other people. They don't want to talk with other people. They want just to remain alone. Yeah, which is also very risky.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So we are saying that, like in the case I gave about that woman, if she actually took time to unwind, probably go talk to people, probably go out there, take a walk, you know, and disrupt her mind from the stress and these issues that she was having, probably right now you could be having a different story. Yeah. Her kids would be, you know, alive, and she could also be at home doing well. So our viewer, it's good that we see how we can unwind from all this stress, especially in this realization stage, counselor. It is good that despite the many things that are happening in this stage, realization stage, first of all, you have actually told us that stress will be there.
It will be there.
They will be there. And if stress will be there, then it is important to know how to manage that stress. Yeah. And we've been given ways of how to manage, and even how to, you know, to conquer stress when we come across such. Thank you so much, counselor. And so even as we continue in this stage, we identifying that we are coming to know that there are so many expenses that are coming up. Like we said, now you in the honeymoon stage, you never bought diapers, you never bought clothes for your baby, you never paid school fees and all that. Now there's a baby, you are now 3 of you. That means there's some expenses that have come up. The expenditure level now is up. I want us to talk about managing finances on this stage, because it is important, and so many people, are finding themselves in a puzzle at this moment. First of all, how do I know that, or rather, how do I identify the strengths and the weaknesses of managing finances between the two of us, between me and my wife?
How we manage our finances? The finances must be there. That's the first thing. There must be income. And maybe 2 of us, now the husband and wife, we are working.
Yes.
We have salaries. It is important to know how much you earn, how much I earn, so that we can, when planning our budgets and whatever, we can know what amount of money we are planning for.
Yeah.
Some couple agree to have a joint account.
Yes.
It depends with the couple, and from that, others may decide, you remain with your account, I remain with mine. So long as I know how much you are earning and you know how much I'm earning, we can be able to combine and decide what to do.
Yes.
Yeah. So there are strengths. Some of the strengths that shows that your partner or both the couple, they are managing their finances well. Number 1, there is what we are calling planning or budgeting.
Okay.
Yeah. You should budget.
That's true.
You cannot do things just like that. Wake up in the morning.
Yes.
Go in the supermarket. Take things without knowing, without budgeting.
Yes.
It is always good to budget. At least at the end of the day, we use this amount of money. At the end of the month, we use this amount of money. That's what we are calling budgeting or planning.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Any other strength?
Any other strength? It's what we are calling. No, it's always good to go to visit our finance advisors.
Okay.
They help us to manage our finances. They help us to plan.
Yes.
They help us to budget. Another strength is whereby you find that now your income is not enough.
Yes.
And therefore, as a couple, you sit down and try to think other ways that you can do other ways to bring more income.
Wow.
That is a strength.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Maybe you can start a business. You can start something. I hear them calling them side hustles. Yeah.
Yes.
You can do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Beside what you're earning, you can see how you can add as an income stream.
Yeah.
So that it can help you in running your family.
Yeah.
Wow.
And also there is what we call impulse. It is a strength. Avoid impulse buying.
Yes.
Buying things that you had not planned for. Maybe you went to supermarket to buy some unga and some sugar and bread. Then you find maybe this is a lady. Mostly ladies are affected here. A lady finds a very smart dress and she decides to buy that dress instead of unga. And in fact, that is lack of wisdom. It is good to buy what you are planned.
Yes.
Yeah.
Avoid impulse buying.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So what happens? Because this is a scenario that I have heard so many couples talk about. Once they got married, one of the income stream was cut, and now let's say it's the wife who is earning and the man is not earning at the moment. This could be, a beginning of a conflict in that house. And so, what happens when one stream is cut? One financial stream is cut.
Okay. In fact, one of the major source of conflicts in marriages is finances. Yeah, it's one of the major source of conflict. When one stream of income is cut, we can let us call that time of Corona. Corona taught us so many lessons.
Yes.
Yeah. There are people who are working in the office, earning big salaries. But now, here they are, no salary, no anything. So it's always good to be flexible.
That's true.
And to have so many ideas. Apart from this I'm doing, apart from being employed in this particular place, I can be employed today, but tomorrow the job is no more.
Yeah.
What else can I do? So it's good to be flexible, meaning that you can move out from a big office where you are working and come and start a small business in your village or wherever you live. Yeah. That one is very good. It's being flexibility. Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Also, the one who is earning, that should not mean that they will not support the other partner who is not earning at that point, because things happen.
Yeah.
Today you're working, tomorrow you're not. Today you are earning, tomorrow you are not earning.
Yeah.
So what happens that when the other partner is earning, the best thing I think is also to see how to come in and try to handle the things that they were handling, so that they can be able to move together. Because it's not the end of your marriage.
Yeah.
Now, because I've lost my income, it's not the end of our marriage.
Yeah.
It's actually a hurdle that we need to overcome, so that we can continue with that.
And that's why, Ken, you should mind a lot about the foundations of marriage.
Right.
The foundation.
Yes.
Because if you married a person or got married to a person because of property, what we are calling property.
Yes.
Maybe because he has a good job, he had a big salary. When
Was
that
driving.
salary, he was driving. If you got married because of that, when he'll not be driving, when the salary is not there, now that one could be the end of that marriage.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, we
That's
should.
true.
It's always good to mind your partner.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Mind your partner even at the difficult times. That's why we say, till death do us part. So no matter what happens in the middle, you still stick there and move on.
Yeah.
I always say this, that the reason that made you marry should keep you in the marriage.
That's very
Or it will make your marriage, end.
Yeah.
So that reason is very important. You know, Councillor Esther, there's something that I want us to, finish with, because time is almost done for this episode. About taking care of it. I want to go back to something you said about self-love and taking care of yourself.
Yeah.
Because it is a contributing factor in either strengthening the marriage or breaking it. How important is it that we need to take care of ourselves? Now the lady has given birth. She needs to take care of herself, in terms of cleanliness, in terms of dressing and all that. The same way with the man. You are now a father. You are now somebody's husband. You need to take care of yourself. You used to sag when you are, a young man there. You didn't care about how you're dressing. How do we need to take care of ourselves in this realization stage?
Okay, like I said, there is a very important exercise. Maybe I can repeat that to ladies. We are calling it Kegel exercise. When giving birth and when ladies they are pregnant, there is that pelvic part of their body. And when giving birth, whether it is normal or CS, that part becomes enlarged or becomes weak.
Okay.
Yeah. And what we are trying to say concerning this exercise, it's an exercise which is done. I don't know whether I can be able to explain how it is done, or maybe I do.
No, I think they will go out there and find it.
Yeah, they do.
That's the homework we are giving.
Yeah, take that homework home, ladies.
Yes,
it is very much important to do that exercise because there are some changes. What that exercise does, it makes that loose part to be tight once again.
All right.
Yeah, it makes that part to be stronger once again, and that one helps you during your sexual. It's very essential in your sexual life.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, the other thing is about cleanliness. There are those ladies that after giving birth, they get what we are calling PTSD.
All right.
Post-traumatic stress disorder.
Okay.
Because it's something that has come. They are not used to it. It's a new experience.
Yes.
It is very important. It is always good to be prepared in advance. Go to somebody. Go to a counselor. Let them explain to you what you are going to experience. What will happen, so that you can be psychologically prepared. It is also good to others refuse even to breastfeed their children because maybe they are because of that PTSD. Yes. Yeah, that trauma. Others also live in denial. Yes. Yeah, I've given birth. Yeah, I thought just the tender girl I was when you are dating. Now I'm a mother. Yes. I'm being called a mother or a father. Yes. They live in denial. It is good to do what we are calling self-love or self-care. Accept yourself. It is I think it is a blessing to be a mother. It is a good thing to be a mother and a mother of many children. That's true. Yeah, it's a blessing. Remember, children are a blessing. The Bible says they are inheritance. Yes. It's a reward to us. That's true. So take care of yourself. Remain that smart girl you were when your husband was dating you. That's true. The same case to the man. Accept that you are now a father. Yes. Now, stay like a father. Be a role model to your children. That's true. Even the way you dress exactly like a father, so that your children can be able to learn more from you. That's true. Yeah, taking care of yourself, self-love, do the things you love doing. Yes. Yeah, even at that particular time, this realization stage, when things have changed and now we are in different seasons altogether, do things that makes you happy.
That's true.
If you used to dance, go dance.
Continue.
Yeah, continue dancing. Yeah, if you used to worship, praise and worship, continue. You know, there are ladies who think, I think it's a misconception. They think that if at all I've given birth, it is over. That's not the case. It's totally not the case. It is just a stage you are in. And let me tell you, my dear lady who you are watching me, it is not done. The good things are waiting for you.
That's true.
Just take care of yourself. Be smart. Hata wakati uko nyumbani, you are looking for you are taking care of your children.
That's true.
Be smart. Let your husband comes. Hata akikuja lunch time, ile time hujamzoea. Wacha kukute ukiwa smart.
That's true.
Wacha kukaa na stocking kwa kichwa from morning to jioni. Yeah.
Yes.
And matishat singine simechorwa hapa. Hiyo ndio unatembea nayo kwa barabara. Yeah, let's practice what we are calling self-care also. Let us love ourselves. We are so valuable.
Yes.
We are so precious. Men and women.
Yes.
Let us appreciate ourselves and accept the things as they come.
That's true. Yeah. Thank you so much for that. These are the real things that are happening. And in 1 minute, Councillor Esther, look at that camera in 1 minute and talk to us and summarize for us the realization stage in a minute because of time, and also tell them where they can find you.
Okay, you that are in realization stage, we congratulate you for that. I want to assure you that life is sweet, marriage is good, marriage is sweet.
Yeah.
To be happy, we usually say to be happy is a decision.
Yes.
It's not an option. Choose to be happy. In the midst of many responsibilities, many challenges, many conflicts, choose to be happy. Enjoy your partner, enjoy your wife, enjoy your husband. Have time together, make fun, and you're going to enjoy your marriage.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you. Watakupata wapi?
Naweza nipigia simu kwa namba 0748 749 783. Unaweza nipata kuja na Kiambu Level 5 Hospital. You can meet me there. Also, we have a counseling office in Loiro. You can come and we shall talk.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you. God bless you. God bless you so much for coming and pouring that information to us. My viewer, because of time, we are going to reach at that point. I'm so happy that you have been with us all along. I know you keep talking to us on the number on your screen, or even on our social medias that we have given you down there. Kindly keep talking to us. We are listening and we are ready to do that which you will ask us to do in this show. This is Being One show, and I'm happy, so happy that we've been able to tackle that stage, the realization stage in marriage. We are going to continue in our next episode in the third stage of marriage, which we are going to be told by our counselor in our next episode, and we are going to learn so much. Please talk to your friends. Tell them what's happening on PrayerCave TV, that they can join in and get equipped. For now, my name is Ken Campbell, and this is Being One.